Can I see your license? Yes, sir, I do.
I understand that.
Why are you being hostile?
I don't have to talk to you.
When Martin Hyde was pulled over for doing 57 miles per hour in a 40-mile-per-hour zone one morning, he found himself in a dangerous predicament. His predicament worsened when he was busted for distracted driving at the corner of Euclid and Fruitville. Officer Sebastian demanded to see his ID, registration, and proof of insurance.
You were doing that. That was at Euclid and Fruitville.
You don't need to point at me, officer.
I'm not pointing at you, I'm pointing in the direction where it was.
I just called the chief, how's that?
Go right ahead, sir. Can I see
know
your
who I
license?
am, right?
Yes, sir, I do. Can I see your license, registration, insurance, please?
You can do this?
Yes, sir.
Instead of helping out, Martin started bragging about how important he was and how he deserves special treatment. Threatening the officer's job security, he requested an audience with her superior. Martin tried his best, but he still got a ticket for texting and driving and not having his registration with him. Martin's temper flared as his boss approached. He used the pronoun we in alarming ways and suggested links that could affect the officer's duties.
You know if you're going to produce me with your registration. You don't have it on you?
Look, go call the chief. Tell him how rude you just been to me. Play him this video.
Okay.
Then you call Marlon Brown. Then you call the mayor.
Okay.
They're not okay, though. I'm telling you what to do.
Okay, sir, are you refusing to produce your registration?
The manager's response was ineffective because he focused on Martin's connections rather than solving the problem. When questioned about his behavior afterwards, Martin apologized but attempted to brush it off as an isolated incident. He argued that his son's status as a deputy sheriff should protect him from a ticket because of his long history of support for law enforcement. Concerns were raised concerning the behavior of certain politicians who abuse their positions of power after Martin's actions during the traffic stop indicated a worrying attitude of entitlement and a notion that he was above the law.
Call the supervisor. I just spoke to your boss.
Okay.
That's not okay.
You want your paperwork?
Is it your Russian immigrant status that makes you talk to people like this?
10-4-10-6.
Call the supervisor.
14 dispatch, can you have my supervisor respond, please?
Yeah. And then we'll see who goes.
You don't want your paperwork?
6142, can you be 51 Great Bell
You
Street?
don't have a warrant.
Sir, you're going to be
I'm not
issued a
interested in
citation.
Anything you have to say. I'll wait for the supervisor.
You can wait for the supervisor, but I'm going to go through what I need to go through.
No, I'm not interested.
You are going to be issued a
There's
citation.
the registration.
Well, you've been already issued a citation for that.
For what?
For failing to produce your registration.
All
Alright. Sir, you're going to be issued a
Right,
citation 57 and a 40 for speeding. Your fine is
right here.
$256. Information in the back. You're
right
going to have
here.
an option to
It's
plead
on your
guilty,
camera.
an option to plead not guilty, and an option to take a safe driver's course. If you qualify for the course, it will reduce your fine and it will reduce your points. If you decide to go ahead and do that, just make sure you do it prior to submission of
You know what?
payment.
You know what he said about you? You want to hear what he said about you?
He could say all he wants about me. I got a job to do, sir.
You know what he said about
Okay.
you?
If you
He said
fail
he's had
to
you
complete...
before like this.
Okay.
And he's going to have you again.
On August 25, 2022, Chief of Police Jonathan Hemphill had an encounter with a law that he had not anticipated. Two police officers stopped him for a 10th violation as he was driving. As the policemen got closer, they saw that Chief Hemphill's car had an unofficial police plaque from Molina, Georgia.
What are you doing? Here, come here. You go out.
Say hello. Was that illegal?
No, no, sir. The reason why we're stopping you is because it's a wind intent violation.
I blinked my blue lights at you to let you know who I was.
Yes, sir. Well, we didn't know with it. That's not a government tag.
That is a unofficial tag.
Okay.
That tag's not even on file.
I see. Yes. Well, we have to catch up the bill to run it and everything like that, sir.
So I won't blink my blue lights at you next time. I'll let you just sit there. I was just speaking. I'm the police chief in Zebra.
Well, nice to meet you, sir.
Matt Polk worked for me. Your chief worked for me.
Yes, sir. There's no need to get upset.
I'm upset because I spoke to you when I come by, and now you're pulling me
Sir,
over.
I've never met you a day in my life.
I understand that.
Why are you being hostile?
Easy. I don't have to talk to you.
Okay.
Easy. I'm not talking to you.
Why are you being hostile right now?
Are y'all gonna write me a ticket?
They had planned to deal with the 10th violation at first, but soon learned that the stop was more involved. When Chief Hemphill was pulled over, he verified his identification to the police, who had no idea who he was, but quickly learned of his position. However, he did not respond respectfully at all. He was particularly hostile and condescending to the female officer, who maintained her composure throughout the encounter.
I'm fixing to make it a whole lot more. Your boss what?
1111. I'm out here with Illinois.
When the police checked Chief Hemphill's car registration, they found that the license plate did not correspond to the vehicle he was driving. Chief Hemphill was already frustrated, and this revelation just made him more certain that his police were inept. Despite Chief Hemphill's aggressive behavior, he was simply issued a citation for the 10th infraction.
Yeah. What?
She's about bringing your driver's license back up.
That's fine.
Yeah. First when we ran the tag, it came back to like a Dodge Ram, so we're just
It's not a
confirming it's
Dodge
not.
Ram.
Yes, sir.
It's a ghost tag.
Yes, sir. We're making sure.
Anything back with that tag.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we're just.
You must have run it wrong. You must have run it wrong because you want to come back to a Dodge Ram.
We were confirmed it. They let us know and everything.
So it's still coming back to a Dodge Ram now?
Sir, can I ask why you're so upset?
Is it still coming back to a Dodge Ram
No,
now?
we got it fixed. Why are you so upset?
No, you didn't fix it. Is it still coming back to a Dodge Ram right now?
No, it came back 9 on 5.
That's right, because you run it wrong.
Sir.
Somebody run it wrong. Either you did or they did.
We're about to get the information.
Okay,
and get
I
it
got
back
your
to you.
chief on the phone right now. That's
Yes,
fine.
sir. I
That's fine.
understand.
That's fine.
Can you calm down for us, please?
I appreciate your service. I appreciate your service.
All right.
I'm just saying, I spoke to you guys. I didn't have to do that. I could have eased on by y'all. I appreciate the job y'all out here doing.
Chief,
I
I'm trying to be respectful with you.
I understand
okay?
that. I understand.
I'm not raising my voice or nothing at you, right?
I understand.
All right, let's.
But I'm trying to tell you,
respectful to one
the only thing I done wrong was spoke. Y'all never would have pulled me over if I hadn't flicked my blue lights.
No, sir. No, we were going to pull you. Actually, Indian, I'm
No,
not
you
going to
won't.
lie to you. I'm
No,
telling
you
you straight up. Okay.
Okay. All right.
But like I said, there's people out here impersonating police officer with blue lights.
Well, you threw my license. She threw my license. If she is getting them for me.
She'll bring it to you, sir.
Okay. Well, that's fine.
I'm just
Bring it
trying
till you get through.
I'm trying to talk with you.
I don't want to talk anymore about it.
This incident shows how even persons in positions of authority can abuse their authority, casting doubt on their credibility as upholders of the law. Former Cranston City Councilman Matthew Riley's seemingly routine existence was shattered on May 18, 2023. The incident began when he was stopped for a traffic violation that is typically ignored by politicians. The police found him sleeping in his car with a crack pipe in his hand outside the courthouse, which only compounded his problems. The policeman had initially been sympathetic.
Roads open, Boston.
You're gonna stop, try not to,
And it is up until here that Matthew seemed like a normal person to the officer until he realized who he actually is.
Oh, no way, dude. Really?
Yes, yes. I was just on my way back from court.
Bro. Well, a rescue's gonna come check you out, man. I can't let you go. You were literally choking in your sleep. Somebody flagged me down about it.
Oh, I have sleep apnea. I'm sorry.
Well, and then you have a crack pipe in your hand, so it's like...
Wait, sorry.
Listen, I have a body camera. Obviously, everything I have is recorded. You know that, and what I've observed is on camera, so I can't pretend I didn't. So a rescue's gonna come here, and they're gonna check you out. As far as I know, there's no drugs anywhere, so I can't. So there's not a criminal investigation. There's more a health or well-being check type thing.
Thank you.
Yeah, I obviously have to document it. You can have that back.
Thank you. There will be no arrest.
What?
There will be no arrest.
Thinking it was a medical emergency, but he quickly learned who he was dealing with. Although Matthew said he had just had a relapse due to his recent divorce, he denied using fentanyl on camera. Because of his falsehood, he was taken into custody. When police finally searched his vehicle, they found crack cocaine and fentanyl. The beginning of the end for Matthew was his arrest. One cop gave him some honest counsel, warning him not to keep going in that direction.
It was a relapse. I've been clean for 13 years.
Alright.
Just went through a really, really bad divorce recently.
Okay. Do you know if any of that was laced with fentanyl or anything? Because you were out, and looked like you were choking.
Here is a crucial moment for Matthew to show cooperation and honesty with the officer, but instead, he decides to lie about his usage of fentanyl, which is one of the first triggers of his future arrest.
What's wrong with this guy? It's your whole life.
When word of his arrest spread, the mayor and council members put on the pressure. Even if political fall from grace is nothing new, Matthew Riley's resignation from the city council and his post as chairman of the Cranston Republican Party was certainly significant and unfortunate. When her daughter was pulled over for having an outdated registration and no proof of insurance, Port Authority of New York and New Jersey Commissioner Karen Z. Turner got into an argument with two police officers. The incident footage shows the difficulties law enforcement faces when dealing with people who think their position makes them immune to the law. When Karen first tried to find out more about what had happened, the police refused to tell her because they felt she had no right to know, since the people involved were adults.
Valid registration, valid insurance card.
How do they know that this is her car? Like, don't you need to give us a receipt or something? Like, how are they going to know that this one
This is the receipt. This goes on file.
Hi, I'm Karen Turner. Hi, it's my I'm a resident. There you go.
It's fine. I don't need that.
Okay, fine. I'm Karen Turner.
You're just here as the rider, right?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm here as a concerned citizen and friend of the mayor, and been in Tenafly for 20 years. I take full responsibility for them. And what is the reason they were pulled over?
The driver has all the information. He'll tell you.
No. I need to know.
No, you don't need to know.
Okay.
We're not involved here. You're picking them up.
No. I'm involved. Trust me.
Well,
I'm
not
very
going to tell you. He's the driver of the automobile. He's over 18.
Frustrated, Karen introduced herself as a commissioner with the Port Authority, but the officers paid her little attention. Karen's tone went from relentless questioning to veiled threats as the interview progressed, suggesting that she may use her influence to destroy the cops' careers.
If you can...
We don't need to see credentials.
Okay. You need a... Okay, so if there's a problem, I think I have...
There's no problem.
Well, I think there's a problem.
It's an unregistered vehicle.
Okay, let's hear, why were they pulled over, first of all?
Miss.
Now, don't call me miss, I'm commissioner. Thank you.
Commissioner?
Yes.
All due
why
respect.
were they pulled over?
All due respect.
Yep. Why
the driver will tell you.
No. I need
yes,
to know.
Ma'am. The car's getting towed now.
Why is the car getting towed?
Go ask him.
No, I'm asking. You're the person who's ordered it, and trust me.
Miss, this does not involve you 1%.
Yeah, it does, because I'm picking them up, and I'm offering to take responsibility for them, and you can't even tell me the charges. I'm also an attorney, so I think if you can't tell me, what is the problem?
That's fine.
Why is it such a difficulty to say why they're being pulled over, and why the car's being towed?
Because everything has already been explained.
I know, but I need to know.
Why do you need to know?
Because this is impacting me, because I got 4 people who are coming back to my house, including people who live in New Haven attending Yale Graduate School, a PhD student, and I don't know why it's so difficult to say what...
The police responded by keeping their cool and acting professionally throughout the entire incident.
Take a step back. Take a step back for me.
You can't even describe what the problem is.
Take a step back for me. I can't move back any farther. I keep moving back farther, and you keep moving closer to me.
Because you can't even
take a step back?
put a sentence together on what the problem is.
Because I'm not, because of your demeanor.
No, I came in very nicely.
I'm under no legal obligation to tell you.
And I'm under no legal obligation to tell you what I will be doing.
Karen's tirade and threats were eventually caught on camera, sparking public outcry that ultimately led to her resignation as a commissioner.
But I'm very disappointed in the way the two of you are acting. You cannot even tell me, a mother living in Tenafly for 20 years with 2 kids who went through the school system, what the problem is. And that's shocking. It's shocking that you can't even give me a sentence.
I think we should conclude this.
I will.
Just for safety reasons, this is a high-speed road. I think we should all get off of the road. A little bit dangerous for us being out here as long as we were anyway.
Thank you for your concern with my safety.
Okay.
I don't need it. You can't put a sentence together. Sorry.
Okay.
That's pathetic.
Okay.
And you are a disappointment. And you are just following him. So you are also a disappointment. Okay. You can't put together a sentence of what the problem is.
Are you finished now? Are you finished, ma'am?
I'm shocked. I'm shocked and very disappointed. Thank you for your help.
You may take them now.
You may not tell me when to take my child. You may shut the up and not tell me when I may take my kids and her friends who are PhD students from MIT and Yale. You may tell me nothing because you told me nothing.
Her behavior drew widespread condemnation as aggressive and obstructive.
I will be talking to the chief of police.
Please.
And I will be speaking to the mayor.
Badge number 540.
I got your name.
Just to make sure there's no discrepancy.
There's no
Matt is the first name.
No, don't you worry.
As long as you got all the information right.
I got all your information, sweetheart. You can't put a sentence together. That's shameful.
Okay.
That's shameful.
Have a pleasant weekend.
You have a wonderful weekend. You're going to...
Proving that even individuals in authoritative positions are not immune to criticism. This episode is a sobering reminder of the fallout that occurs when people put their own sense of entitlement and power above the rule of law.